Yeah, baby. We are doing it again. We're back. It's another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. He is in-house again. We're still together in person, doing it. This is a different man than the last episode. That's it, ladies. He's off the market. That's it. It's officially a married man. Congratulations, my brother.
And I picked up the marriage certificate today.
Is that still going, that music?
The official copy. It's off now. I picked up the official copy of the marriage certificate today.
Okay.
From I'm not going to say what city it was, but I got it.
So what did you have before that?
What do you mean?
You didn't have no copy. They just.
So what you have to do first.
I don't remember how that was for me.
Yeah, and it was funny. Everybody who was married was remembering something different. Yeah. They're like, no, this is what you have to do. No, this is what you have to do. And they were all wrong. So what you do is whatever they were all wrong.
You might have been wrong. They just might have changed the way they do it from the time they got married.
No,
they were wrong. Right.
Yeah. So whatever city you're in, right? You have to go to one of your cities. Like, so spouse A or spouse B, you have to go to one of the towns, you get the application from them, they check all your credentials, right? And then you have to take those credentials after the ceremony with the signature of the officiant, and then take that to the town you got married in. And you do it there. So you go to the town you're from, and then you submit it in the town you got married in. That way you always go back to whatever city you got married in, that's who issues you the certificate. Because it took place there.
I think it's different in New York.
Oh, maybe.
In New York, I think it was different. I just went and got the certificate right at the courthouse, and I left with the certificate.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's much quicker to get you in, but it was a beautiful ceremony.
It was, dude.
It was. I'll get it right out the way. I cried. I don't normally cry at weddings.
Me too.
But I cried like a little bitch. It was the fact that I was looking at this man and I saw his smile and I saw how happy he was and how content he was. And, I'm a sucker for my peoples, man. When I see my peoples happy, that makes me happy. So, yeah, man, I was crying. Some of it was crying. Some of it was sweat. It was so hot, dog. This motherfucker got married outside in like 98-degree weather. They didn't even have no canopies.
Dude, the funny part was the day before, it was like 8 degrees cooler out there. It was still warm, but it didn't rain, right?
No, it was a beautiful day.
Yeah, it didn't rain. It
was a beautiful day.
I'm actually
big up to Tina, the beautiful bride. She looked gorgeous. It was
she did.
It was dope. It was completely dope.
Did you hear in the speech? I recounted this with Christina. We both caught it during the thing. So my aunt's going, right?
Yeah.
And she's saying all these, it was the heartfelt words.
The heartfelt words. She kind of mentioned the whole like addiction thing. In
she did vaguely, which I appreciate. It was vague.
I appreciate that it was vague, but I appreciate that it was there.
And yeah,
because I think it should be noted of where you came from and how good you're doing and
Correct.
How amazing it is that you found this woman and she was willing to spend the rest of her life with you.
Correct. And then after that, she goes into the part about Christina and she says, one of the most beautiful girls Brian has ever seen.
One of them. I'm not going to put that in any particular order. I didn't even pick up on that, but I know she did.
And it was funny is we were holding hands and we did one of these. Because it's a slip. That's not what she meant.
No, of course not.
Yeah, it's not what she meant at all. It was beautiful.
Or did she?
No, dude, Tina is the most beautiful girl that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, she better be, though.
And she looked flawless in her dress.
She looked gorgeous in
flawless.
The minute I seen her, I told her, what a beautiful
dude, it was funny because I was trying to.
She had like a little up on the neck, shoulders covered, but like with not like ruffly at all. It was dope, man. It was dope. Yeah, man. Hey, I got to meet King Handles. Big up to you, King Handles. He says the bridesmaid I was paired up with had great feet. Just had to throw
that was my cousin, you dog.
Well, maybe your cousin got. Do you come from a line of good feet?
No.
No. I used to have nice feet.
Really?
I used to have such beautiful feet, and then I started doing construction and working on fucking whatchamacallit, man. Working on my feet all day, man, and fucking them up, man. I used to have not like fucking Fred Flintstone feet. Now
you ever do anything not on your feet? Aren't you always in some way, shape, or form on your feet?
No,
you're laying down, but the feet are on you.
No, I used to do designing. I sat all day, and then I started doing the construction. Timberlands, boy, fucked up my feet horribly.
You should. I mean, it's good. You
only do such pretty feet, man.
It's good you only do half-hour sets. Otherwise, your feet.
I had a pretty asshole too until fucking the doctor got to it for that fucking prostate exam. And then gave me a hemorrhoid that looks like a sad dog that just got busted fucking doing something wrong. King Handel says,
M **L *** is your cousin.
Is it?
No, she's not.
Oh, you're safe, man. She's not.
Yeah. And I actually appreciate you blacking out her name. That's nice.
Yeah, that shows class.
I want to show some wedding photos on here, but I don't
when you looked at the feet, did you imagine like just spreading the toenails and like just getting a sniff between the crevice of the toes? Did that pass your mind at all? Are you a dirty little duck like me? You know?
King Handels was actually, I think he was the farthest traveled groomsman in the party. Me, King Handels, we go back to Boy Scouts, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all got molested together?
We had the same troop leader who molested us both. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Actually, King Handels, was that you?
Boy Scouts.
So okay, the other thing I want to talk about, obviously, other than the beautiful bride, my parents threw
your parents. I got to meet Brian's parents. Just great people, man. He said, "Nah, I gotta sniff the bottom of the feet first." Yeah, man. I agree with that, man. You ever see those porns where the bitches have fucked up, dirty feet? And they put their feet in the air and you see like the dirt on their feet.
The bottom of the foot's just dirty.
Foot's dirty. Because they didn't mop the floor that she was rolling around on.
What always gets me sometimes is like you look at some of the bedrooms that these girls are in, and you're like,
especially the old ones, they didn't have sheets on the fucking mattresses, dude. Man.
Even the walls. I'm like, where are you doing these?
I'll tell you what I miss. I miss the music.
That's why I like jazz.
Yeah, right. There you go. Put you in that porn mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your parents were awesome people.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed me great love, even though they've watched the podcast. And They still showed me love. It was great. And I was actually very humbled by how many of your friends and family actually support the show. Y'all, big up to y'all, man. Y'all are just something else, yo. Big up to you guys.
Shout out to my in-laws too. The in-laws,
yo, great people.
In the speech, the father-in-law speech. My brother's speech was good too. My brother's speech was great.
Even the way he went to AI because you went to that shit.
Yes, dude.
That was really good, man. It was really good. And this dude's family, the DJ didn't have to tell him to come up and dance. I went out to smoke a cigarette, came back, they were doing a mambo line across my table. Congo line across my table.
That's my father. Like, he starts those.
Yeah, man. I was like, these people are going to party all night.
And he goes through the kitchen. He takes them through the kitchen every time. He goes through the kitchen.
It was popping, man. I had a good time, man. I think they watered down those drinks.
Oh, you think so?
I had like 6 of them shits, and I was pretty gravy, man.
Do you think I should say something?
Nah. Don't say nothing. I'm just telling you as an alcoholic that 6 fucking.
Well, you're the only person that said that thus far, and you're not the only alcoholic that was there.
All right, there you go. Maybe it's just me. Maybe my tolerance has gotten better.
Yeah, there are tables full of them.
You know.
But also the ring. Did you hear the story about the ring?
No.
Okay, so we'll show the ring up close and personal. As we can see.
That's a pretty classy ring. Mine was just a band.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, mine was just a straight up band.
So you didn't hear the story at all?
No.
Okay, so I first saw this ring in my parents' house, right? At age.
Wait, is that the ring that like your family members kept in their asshole through generations and kept passing it on?
Correct. So I found this ring. My parents had it was actually an outlet. Like, Mom.
Come on, baby. She has to make her appearance.
My parents had like an electrical socket, but it was a dummy. It was a dummy socket, so you could pull it out and hide stuff like jewelry or like some cash or something in the house, So I was like 7, and I was just like fucking around, and I was taking all the screwdrivers and I was tightening all the screws around the house. to do all the plates. You know, I was just like, my dad was like doing work around the house, and I just
want to feel like you were involved.
Exactly. So he gave me a screwdriver and he had me go do the plates. So I get up to his room and I notice this one, it's not catching. So I, peel it back, and then that's when this ring and there was some cash in there popped out, and I'm like looking at it and I was like mesmerized by it, right? Then like I put it back or whatever. I asked my dad about it like a little bit. He tells me like sort of some story. What we found out is my dad's great-grandfather, so my third great-grandfather, he got
your great-great-great-grandfather.
Yeah, so number 3. Mm-hmm. So great-great-great. Mm-hmm. He got this
That's
one
great,
made.
Man. That's pretty great that you can even like have any kind of connection.
It's great.
I didn't even have a connection with my grandfather. Nonetheless, my great-grandfather.
Which is so funny because the age gap probably isn't that far.
Why? Because we're Puerto Rican.
So great gives it to my dad's grandfather. So he passes it down to his grandson, right?
Yeah.
And then my grandfather didn't wear jewelry because when he was here as a first generation Italian American, he didn't want to be Italian at all because of the prejudices against Italians back then. Mm-hmm. So he didn't wear gold because he thought it was, Uncle Vito. You know Uncle Vito. So he didn't want to wear the gold. So the guy gave it to my dad when he was like 7 or 8, right? So then I asked my dad if I could use it for my wedding band, and he gave it to me.
That's dope.
It's very cool. And the cooler part is I didn't have to do anything to it, bro. I just slid it on. Which means that these Sicilian sausage fingers run in the family, dog.
He's all got those little legsy fingers.
Yeah,
dude, they're like little legsy fingers. They're like almost like
everyone thinks I have small. Like they're like, oh yeah, you probably got small hands. I'm like, dude, no. They don't look big, but they're fucking big.
You could probably cut my head. Don't try, but you could probably do it. King Handle says, I didn't know your brother was that funny. Yeah, it's the first time I met him. Cool too. Yeah, man, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, that's for sure. King Handle says the Grey Goose was really Vladdy. What's that mean?
Vladimir. It's a cheap vodka.
All right. Brian got a cut of all the watered down drinks. I'm just saying, I was drinking. But
I will say though,
and they were pouring it like I was watching. They were pouring it like the same amount.
When you left though, you were drunk.
I was probably a little
drunk. You were drunk.
No. Probably shouldn't have drunk. Yeah. All right, maybe I'm wrong.
He was definitely drunk because when we were all hanging out at the end of the night, yeah, and you were one of the last people to leave too, which was great.
Yeah, I stayed.
Him, Lauren, it was him, Lauren, my in-laws, my parents, and like us.
Yeah, it was great.
So, and then we had the Johnsons and Johnsons popcorn.
Popcorn was popping. Nobody wanted to take it. I didn't want to take it either, but now I'm mad. Shout out to Rated G and Brian, Raymond Robles. Been following your podcast since January this year and finally caught up to everyone in the. Oh, yo, thank you, man. We appreciate that, Raymond.
Thanks for watching the show.
Shout out to you. Thank you for watching the show. Also, I want to give a shout out to our listeners from the very beginning, man. She lost her moms over the weekend. We just came back from showing our respect. Big up to her, man. She's like family, man. She's been watching the podcast. It comes to all my shows. So when one of my family hurt, so do we. And we just want to give you a shout out, man. Our prayers are with you.
Yep. And how about her dad, Ravenswood connection too, right?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's
always like that. I always wind up knowing somebody somehow wherever we go. It's crazy, man. That shit always happens. Oh, all right, here we go. What do we got? We got Allie Templeton. Hey, homies, y'all the best. Thank you so much. We appreciate
that. What's up,
man.
Alex? What up?
We appreciate that. My daughter Jasmine, and she's on vacation and taking time to say what's up to us. That's love. I love you, Jasmine. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you guys for coming in, man. Ali said, you old ass married man.
Hold on.
The popcorn was great, right, King Handles? Yeah, I'm mad because they were trying to shove them on me, and I was like, no. And then I got home and I had munchies, and I was saying that I didn't have nothing.
You wish you had the popcorn.
I had the popcorn.
You wish you had more of the popcorn.
I said I should have took at least 5 of those shits, man.
Yep.
They were good.
Raymond says, I finally got a chance to catch one live. I'm ecstatic. Love you guys. Hope to catch Rated G sometime soon, either in New York or AC.
Man, let us know when you're out here. Just inbox us.
We need
let
to
us
do a
know
live show, dude.
Yeah, I want to do a live show.
At the Pair, maybe?
They would let me.
Yeah, I'll fly out for that, dude.
I'll
fly out for that.
Mama, you're so look what she did here. Look what did she do?
Christ. She's pulling up the code.
What did she do here, man?
So Allie says, you old ass married man.
Yes. But he was so happy, yo. I'm not gonna lie. He was so, yo, King Handles, keep it real. Did you shed any tears? Because I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking cried. I saw my man up there. I was like, man, this dog is happy. I hope he stays this happy, man. When is Rated G coming to the South? Hopefully soon, man. I was just in South Carolina.
She's in the deep South. She's in Alabama.
Alabama?
Yeah.
I'll go to Alabama. I've done shows in Alabama.
Have you?
I think so. I don't know where
it's Missouri.
I think Alabama.
I think it's Missouri or Mississippi. Same thing.
I've done those.
Yeah, same thing.
I've been there, man.
Just as racist.
Jasmine says, congrats, Brian.
Thank you,
Congrats,
Jasmine.
Brian.
Thank you.
They were such a beautiful couple. You know, I sent them videos and stuff. I took some videos, man.
Ali says, roll Tide.
And King Anders says, nah, I've considered them married for a while now. You're hardcore, dude. You're hardcore.
We have been.
Does it feel different?
I have to say it does.
It does.
Everyone says, dude, you don't feel different at all.
It's a lie.
Which is not true.
It's a lie. I was with my lady for 9 years. 9 years. And we lived together for 8.5 of those years. And when I got married, it felt different.
Right? Immediately different.
The minute I heard the clink, you know?
Oh, when you're...
The minute the ring went on.
We have metal fingers, dude.
Nah, why is it going? That's what I heard in my head. I heard like the cell bars. That's what I heard. But nah, I mean, I didn't feel bad about it. It just felt more right. You know what I'm saying?
And I told you. I haven't told anybody else this though.
Lauren says hi, Lauren. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Great wedding. Thank you for coming too. You looked fabulous. Also, by the way, Lauren. Got great pictures in the booth, dude.
Yeah, man. It was all just a great night, man. You know, Melissa Torres. That's my brother's lady, man. Hey,
thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it. This isn't going to be a long one today, though, because we went to go pay our respects and everything, and I have 2 shows coming up, but we're good for another good 40 minutes.
Yeah. We'll do 40, bro.
Yeah, man. The music was dope. The DJ was cool.
I thought so. Yeah.
You know,
he was good.
You know what sucks about, and I was saying this, what sucks about weddings is right when you were finally able to just have a good time. And by the way, he was tearing it up. Brian was tearing it up. He came in there. He was getting his groove on. You know, he came in hot.
We had a photo shoot for a couple songs too. Me and you were dancing to a couple songs. The photographers got on us, bro.
We were getting it in, man. I get it in at weddings, man. I go out. I have a good time. What was I just asking you? Shit. I forgot what I was just gonna say, man. King Handler says, I knew things were different with wifey. She wasn't his typical catch, and he wouldn't shut up about her. I think I knew you when you met her, right? That was early when you started
with her
in AC, or you were with her already?
No. I was with her early in AC.
Yeah,
right around the time I met you, I met her.
Yeah, I remember, man. Raymond Robles says, we need some more podcast content, running out of shit to listen to while working.
So you've watched every episode? You went back and caught up? Is that what you're saying? Do you know Ray? Thanks for joining the show. I'm not sure if we know you personally, but Ray, can you clarify if you watched you went back and watched every show? Because if you did,
respect.
What was your favorite episode?
Respect, man.
And what was your least favorite episode?
Yeah, I mean, she was cool people, and like you said, I kind of already saw them as married. Every single one, he said, yo, respect to you, Ray.
Thank you.
Respect to you.
Yeah, dude, I think we should do a live show. We should do a live like in front of an audience.
Yeah, man, I'm down to do that. We could do questions and answers.
But they can't shout out. They got to comment. You have to comment, and we'll read the comment.
Nah, we get a line like they do with like Ben Shapiro and all them dudes.
Oh, okay. They
get a line and get up to the mic.
You know? Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing over there, dude?
Mitch McConnell.
You got a drinking problem?
Mitch McConnell.
Did y'all see that? Yo, this motherfucker just went full retard on me. That motherfucker took a sip and said, what the fuck was that? Yo, you never go full retard. This motherfucker started drooling, yo. He looked like this family I be watching called what the fuck's the name of the family? It's a bunch of inbred. The night before his wedding, I couldn't go because I had shows, but he came back afterwards, and I was here with Mark and shit. We hanging out watching Tripping. Me and Mark were tripping, and we were watching Down for Love.
Down with Love.
No, Down for Love. I think it's
Down for Love.
Down for Love. The Down syndrome kids who look for love,
which is abuse.
It's not abuse. What, Down syndrome kids don't need love too? They need love too.
They do.
What I found crazy was it was like you have to like eventually you start to learn to like think to understand what they mean because they don't mean what we mean. You know what I'm saying? Because like one of the chicks had a picture of like some dude with his shirt off, and they're asking her what is she looking for in a man. She goes, I want him to be hot. And she shows the picture, which we all look at and go, yeah, that's a hot dude. But then she meets Joshua and he walks in like, and she's like, he's gorgeous. So her hot ain't our hot. Her hot is 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth.
Right. And a body.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's her hot. And then when she says she wants someone
How did she say it?
I want someone hot. and then when she says she wants someone smart, we got to remember that she's not talking the level of smart when we talk to level. She's talking like that he can count to 20 or 10. You know what I'm saying?
Do they ever do down and not down? Do they ever do inner?
No. Everybody on there got that, which is kind of fucked up, right? Because what they're trying to say is a down person could only get another down person. You're trying to say that somebody else wouldn't be down for a down person.
Are you down?
One of the chicks.
How down are you?
I wouldn't let the fact that they had down.
Yeah, because the real truth of the matter. I mean,
they were all very. Around, they weren't driving, but they were all pretty functioning.
Right, because so Down syndrome is a chromosome disease.
It's an extra chromosome.
It's an extra
chromosome.
And it's
fucked up because there's one father in it, yo. Like all the mothers, there's just nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? But there's one father, it's fucked up because they're saying, how like, oh, we back him, right? And she goes, the mother's like, yeah, we just love her with all our heart, and the doctors told us that she wasn't even supposed to live for a year, and now she's 22, and it's just amazing. And then they go to the father, and the father's like, she wasn't supposed to live a year, and she's still here. You know what I'm saying? You can see like in the father's face,
that's tough,
just the stress that he's had on him, man. It was horrible.
It's got to be tough, dude, to have that when you're a parent, and like on top of how difficult I'm sure it is to raise a child.
They're very high strung. It's almost like having a big kid.
A big kid, yeah. Let's get to some comments.
It's almost like having a big kid, man. They had this redhead on the show, dude. She had like she
wasn't down though, is what Lauren says.
No, I was about to say I don't know if she was necessarily down as much as she was just kind of ugly. So maybe she says she's down so that she looks bad. I don't know. It's a fucked up thing for me to say. Raymond Robles says Flat Earth Theory with the Air Force guy was a fave. Can't say I dislike any of them. Only the ones rated G didn't pay his internet bill.
Those are the only ones that, they got to be hard to watch. We're sorry. We're sorry about that. We hope the audio quality is good.
But Ray, I just paid it just now before we got on. I made sure that it was paid because they were talking about cutting it off, man. And I already know.
Water down there?
I already know what they do when I'm late on that payment. Mm-hmm. I'll be late on the payment again in 6 days. In 6 days, I'll be late on the payment. And you want to talk, since we're talking about late on payments, man. Shit. Church Street Tap and Deli. I stopped by there on my way up to South Carolina, stopped by Church Street Tap and Deli. What up, Big A? You know, yeah. What's fucked up is she had a behavioral disability. Yeah, the dude that the redhead hooked up with was nuts, dog. He wasn't sending dick pics. This motherfucker was getting naked in the bathtub with roses on him and taking pictures. And
this is a down person, right?
Yeah, he was down.
This
he had
is
like
why
that
I say
extra,
it's abuse, dude.
He had that extra
it's
head.
Exploitation.
He had that extra head thing going on. Like, I think that's why they put you in the helmet. But like, I guess they didn't know about the helmet because he had like this extra like head. He looked normal, but there was like this big part of the head. That was the extra chromosome, maybe. And
that was the extra chromosome.
Yeah, man, that chromosome. That's what it is. It's an extra chromosome. Oh. And yeah, but what was I just saying though, man? I was just rambling about something. I can't even remember now what I was saying. I got distracted.
King Handles. I'll call you after the show. At some point after the show. Gotta talk.
See, now he's gonna be wondering what it is. King Handles, you can't do that.
No, I won't be wondering.
No, what if it's bad news? What if it's something that you don't want to hear at all? Now,
Don't you put that evil on me, Gary Bobby?
Would you call me Gary Bobby?
Gary Bobby, yeah. Well, we can go by your new name, Gacy Jokes, right? Wasn't that we came up with?
Gacy Jokes.
That was hysterical. There was some really,
I said that between us, man, and I didn't think you were going to share that with everybody. I snap on myself thinking I can trust him, and he uses it against me.
Well, now you're wrong.
Now I know better. I'm not let down because I never expected anything from you.
He says not bad news.
And that's the trick. Oh, now it's probably good news. Like, what if it's really good news that you're like, how come you didn't tell me on the
show? Like, it'd be something he should have told me on the show. Did we win? We win some money? Do we have a new sponsor?
Now I'm on my business. But yo, what was I gonna say, man? It was something I wanted to say, and now I can't fucking remember it. We were talking about it wasn't the down. Were we talking about the Downies still? I think we moved on to something else. I thought we moved on to something else. Oh, the dude with the flowers. Yeah, he was taking pictures, sending up pictures of him with like flowers.
Oh, yes. And
he was reading a poetry.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say it's abuse, dude.
But is it? I mean, I guess it is if you're tripping on mushrooms and laughing.
But what about the people who made the show?
It's their fault.
Well,
I did that.
No. That's not their fault. It's their fault for putting it on television. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they got the other one too, Love on the Spectrum,
which is autism.
Autism.
Still, same thing, dude. Like we're like if.
Well, I think it's wrong just that they hook up autisms with autisms. What makes you think? Like, first of all, and then here comes the question, man. Let's say they hit it off. Do you let them have children? I'm not saying I would or wouldn't. I'm just saying that's a thought that came across our heads when we were tripping. Was, do you let them have children if they are in love? I mean, I think there's probably like a 25% chance that the kid will come out all right.
You think it's that? Oh, yeah, all right.
I would think that the percentage is higher. It's not. Let's see.
Excuse me, sir.
I think. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. But, then who's going to take care of them? Then the parents. And that's the thing. Like, they were going on these dates and the parents had to get along because the parents are bringing them on these dates. So it was like they were in their 30s and they were getting taken on play dates.
Right.
It was crazy.
It's not let me share.
All right, hold on. Let's go to some comments real quick. What are y'all favorite snacks? We'll go back to that one. Cherish Tree said, I clicked this link. What'd he say? I clicked this link to the People for Maui Fund and it sent me to you guys. Yes. You let them have kids, right? That's, in case you're wondering, that's what I said. I said you let them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, how could you not, dude?
No,
if you put them together.
And they are so happy.
Right.
And usually the people who are the most, I don't want to say screwed up, but the most challenged, can I say that? They're usually the happiest. Like, you ever seen a torso in a chair? I saw a dude once that was a torso. He was just a torso. No arms, no legs.
There's a lower fertility rate in males and a lack of ovulation in the female and the likelihood of entering menopause early.
But they could have regular children. Yeah, so you let them have them. Yeah, have a regular right there. Can they have a regular baby? Yes. If a partner does not have Down syndrome.
Oh.
It's 50% with a regular.
Huh.
So that has to go up if the husband has
like
Down.
100%, I guess, right?
100%. Yeah. So wow. So now what do you think, Ali? But I mean, they are happy. And they are very happy. But it's like if you know that the child's going to be that way. We got comments coming up, man. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to diss. I'm not trying to like make jokes or light of it, but maybe they shouldn't. I'm just, like it's hard to say. That's sad at the same time. It is, because it's hard to say, because now if the kid is not normal at all, then the parents once again are taking care of their third, you know. And it's crazy too, because they fall in love so quick. And the reason being is they don't know what love is.
Well,
they really love, do you know what love is? They'll be like cuddle.
Oh,
you know, cuddle.
Yeah, it's a very
kiss. And one dude said, "I want to have sex." What I'm
saying, it's abuse. Dude.
He said, "I want to have sex."
Look at every way you say it. You're like,
I'm
cuddle,
just. That's what they say. That's fucked up, right?
Yes, dude. It's fucked up to have a TV show, dude.
I'm not trying to be.
And
mean.
It's not you being mean. It's exploitation on the show, 100%.
Yeah, because they were like, "What's love?" And they were like, "You know, cuddle, kissing." And then one dude's like, "I want to have sex." And they're like, "That's very honest." But that's because we're thinking sex. He's thinking holding hands and kissing on the cheek. You know, King Handel says definitely some regular people who shouldn't be allowed to. I would 100% agree with that. You should have to get a license. You know, Church Street says go for it. I'm not totally against it, but like I'm ADHD. And that shit is hard enough. I would hate to put that shit on another human, much less a real disease. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Ali, because I was going to just I'm a dick. I don't know if this is the first time you're watching it, but I was going to go, yeah, but that's not a real disease because everyone's ADHD. Everyone's ADHD. Who the fuck, especially nowadays, can focus on anything? Especially nowadays, you know?
How much of that you think
and the same thing with and the same thing with like, you know, the depression shit and all that. Like, come on, man, that's all normal shit. You know, anxiety. If you don't have anxiety, I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. If you don't have anxiety, then you're a serial killer. You are prone to kill people.
Or you're really wealthy, maybe.
Even wealthy people have anxiety, dude.
Yes, yeah.
You know, they're afraid of their kids fucking up their fortune.
Or they're afraid of somebody finding out they're fucking their kids.
You know, Church Street says, how about...
Come on, give me something on that.
Wait, what did you say?
I said they're afraid of someone finding out they're fucking their kids. The rich. No?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. How about birth control? Well, what do you mean, how about birth control? Oh, give them birth control. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, I saw an episode once about a down girl who had sex with a regular dude. And they didn't want her to have the baby. And she wanted the baby. She was like, I'm not going to give up my baby. And she had to, you know, had to go to court to have the baby. Even though that's a little different, though, because the husband is a norm.
Right.
And I'm not saying that to diss anybody. I'm just saying the husband doesn't have the extra chromosome.
How often, what do you think happens more frequently? Normie man.
100%. You ain't even got to finish the question. Normie dudes ain't getting no regular chicks. Sorry. That's the difference. See, women don't even bask in the differences that they have. That's one of the differences women have. You can have Downey and still get a man, because there was one on it that I was like, she's cute. She was cute. And the funny thing was, she turned down 2 dudes because she knew she was cute. Okay, so she turned down 2 dudes, and then she came out as being a lesbian, and she got with this big-headed chick that looked like Lost in Space. You know the one, Lost in Space, the little dude, the hairy dude. What was his name? Shaka. You remember Shaka from what was it? Lost? Is that the name of it? Lost in Space. Yeah, she hooked up with this chick that looked like, straight up, I'm not even dissing. Yeah, that's Shaka. Land of the Lost. There you go. That right there. That picture right there, the first one.
Yeah, hold
I'm not even trying to be mean. If you watch the show, you'd be like, oh shit, G's right there. That first one, she looked like Shaka with a little less hair, but she had the eyebrows and all that shit, the nose, the teeth. Yeah. And she hooked up with that chick and she really liked that chick. But then that chick said no to her, which was kind of divine retribution because she was with this one dude, Josh, who I liked. I liked Josh, you know, and Josh was like kicking it to her going, boop, to her nose all the time. And I was like, he's going to lose it, man. He's going to lose it. Because even though she got Down syndrome, I'm sure she gets annoyed, you know. And then she went dancing with him and he was just, you know. And what killed me is they went to go teach him to dance. And they're like, let's see what you know how to do. And the fucking kid just threw himself on the floor. The girl was dancing, you know. She was getting her down on, right? She was getting down, no pun intended, right? But the dude, it was like he wasn't even trying. He was just like, and he threw himself on the floor, started kicking his legs. And then the teacher goes, oh, we thought you guys were beginners. So we're going to throw everything out the window and just, you know, we didn't know how much you knew already. And I'm like, yo, you know, you could have born him a 3-year-old and be like, oh, what a professional dancer. All right, hold on a second. I personally know a person, King Handles. I personally know a person who tortured animals as a kid. They had a kid, and that kid has killed animals. Definitely genetic. Please sterilize. Yeah, and you could tell in the eyes. I bet you he has those eyes. Maybe not all the time, but in pictures, I'm sure. Those eyes are there, man. Ali says, lesbian. Yeah, she came out as lesbian, you know, or maybe bi. I think she might have said I'm bi.
Hannah Alyard and Shane Burkow. You see right here?
Hannah Alyard.
Those are the name of the people.
Oh, yeah, that's who they were. But in my line, she looked like Shaka. You know, she looked like Shaka. And the other one was kind of cute. So, you know. See, I gotta have a picture. No, that ain't.
But this is somebody else.
Yeah, that's somebody else. That's not. That dude looked like he got a couple of more problems. Not to diss. I mean, you know, once again, he looked very happy, man. They're always very happy, you know. And I'm not, you know, well, see, that's the thing. I can't even have a happy thought without thinking something sarcastically wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because right away, I thought, of course, they're happy. They don't got to pay rent.
No, they get disability checks.
Yeah, man. You know.
Cherish
says he matched. He moshed. He moshed. Nah, dude, it wasn't even a mosh. It literally was not even. It was like he was just purpose. You know, like sometimes they do things on purpose. You know, and he was purposely just going over the top. And I knew he lost them when he did that. I was like, Josh, why'd you do that, man? Get off the floor. She told you she likes dancing. At least try. You know. And then these guys are like, oh, we're not even going to start the way we thought we were going to start because they have what? She knew how to dance a little. Fuck out of here. They were teaching the 1-2 cha-cha-cha, and his 1 was 5. It was insane. But, you know, I can't lie. I watched it. At Brian, I'm expecting something in the oven by end of 2023. I know you have it in you, literally and figuratively. Ha, ha, ha. So what's the deal, Brian? Are you guys going for kitties? In today's day and age, are you looking to bring a child into this world?
Well, you know, I'm really considering, you know, at this point, trying to grow my business. You know, I'm trying to get like all of the video editing stuff up. I'm trying to get our podcast stuff up. She's doing a lot of software.
Don't let me stop you from having babies.
Hold on. She's getting all of her software engineering stuff up. So I'm thinking we have at least 6 or 7. So I have an entire production team. Because by 10 or 11, dude, they'll be able to edit. You know, if I get them phones at like 6.
If they're your height, you might even have like an all-white basketball team.
But they won't be able to shoot or jump.
Nah, they could probably shoot. White people can shoot.
Not me, dog.
Oh. All that height.
King Handles knows, dude. He saw me on the court
all
as a
that
kid.
Height.
Goes to waste.
So what do you want, boy or girl?
I think I'm going to have all girls. That's what I think is going to happen.
Girls?
No, I don't want all girls.
But I think you're going to have all girls.
I think I'm going to have all girls. Yeah. That's for like the heroin addict years. I think that's what.
Why do people always look at girls as some sort of payback, man? My daughter was an angel, man. Still is. You know, like I don't worry about her at all, man.
Yeah, but everything always comes with G-Dog and Sam.
Now, Sam's doing all right. He's just a dude, so it's a little harder. He has, you know, he has a lot more on the plate, I guess. Brian, he says that Brian got that dog in him.
They said they were barking. My boys were barking when I was coming down the aisle, which I didn't hear it at all. Didn't hear anything when I was walking.
Check the video.
Yeah.
Check the video. Church says, fuck that. Get on that honey-do list, bitch. And Lauren says, my kid is 16, a brat. Love her to death. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You know, now parents are complaining about homework. They're like, it's not homework. It's shit. It's schoolwork that you never gave them to do in school. And one father went to a thing, one of those teacher things. And he's like, stop sending my kid home with schoolwork. We got a family. We have plans. We have shit we want to do.
Teach him.
I send him to school for you to teach him there. He said, if I got a sink full of dishes, can I put them in his book bag and send them? Can I send them to you with the dishes and you guys do the dishes at school?
They're just not catching up to the material?
I mean, there's a lot of shit that goes on in school that's just garbage.
Most of it?
I haven't been there in a long time, but but there's a lot of wasting time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wasting time, and especially nowadays where they're teaching these kids all kinds of crazy shit, Raise another slave for the system.
Church Street.
We agree with that. That's why a lot of people are homeschooling now. But it's hard to homeschool because, you need those two incomes.
Oh. Yeah.
Shit, yeah. Me and A from Church Street, we started our own school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. We started our own school and it lasted for a few years. And then we took our kids the fuck out of it. Did one of your kids graduate from there?
Hey? I thought Church Street's not Walterboro. No, it's one of your boys from
North Carolina.
Oh,
New York, but he's in Tarboro.
Oh, I didn't realize he was from New York.
Yeah, he's from New York.
I thought you knew him from.
Nah, I know him. I know him from when I got saved. I met him in the church.
Oh, Church Street. On Church Street. Is that where it is in Tarboro?
I think he's on Church Street. Yeah, in Tarboro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. If you're in North Carolina, go check out Church Street Tap and Deli, man. That's the spot. That's the spot. They do shows there too, man. They got the deli in the front, the bar in the back. It's dope. Dope little spot. Very proud of my man. I'm that dude. I get happy when my people are doing good, man. I ain't got no hate at all for any of my people. Yeah, man. That's the spot. Go check it out. He said, what a fucking mess that was.
Ooh, look at these sandwiches there.
Oh yeah, this sandwiches is banging. I'm telling you, that's the spot.
Country Club. So you do it like, this is featured items. Rubenesque. Looks tasty.
Yeah, man. Great spot, man. Great spot.
There you go.
What a fucking mess that was. I'm trying to remember what I just said to that. The school. Yeah, the school. Yeah, it was, right? Homeschooling. Check out Cubs to Bears. We love is some G.
Check out Cubs to Bears.
If you're doing homeschooling. Melissa says, my kids is 3 and licks his own ass. Oh, wait, that's not the Melissa I thought it was. That's a different Melissa Torres. I think I do know her, though, but I could be wrong. Melissa, do I know you? I thought you was my brother's lady, but she don't have no kids, so I'm wrong on that. Club to Bear book series.
So let's see what it was.
Homeschooling and shit.
Yeah, I guess it's just a book series. I always like the Berenstein Bears,
which now it's spelled different than I remember it being spelled.
I knew how it was spelled.
I actually couldn't spell it now at all anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Church Street says, homeschool, check out whatever. All right, yeah. All right. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, it was a fucking mess. But oh, it's a joke. I am Mel's. I knew Mel, you can't fuck with me. Okay. I
can't see the picture.
Yeah, no, I can't see the picture. That's why.
His eyes aren't that good.
Yeah. My eyes are not that good, man. King Handle says, Brian loves seeing your parents, by the way. I'm glad they didn't confuse me with Dodo.
You guys don't look alike. They're all bald, though. All my friends from growing up, they're all bald.
Oh, yeah, fit right in.
Yeah.
There was a lot of baldies there.
Which is interesting.
There were a lot of baldies. Raymond says, is that the Mandela effect, dog? All that shit. Like,
because it was Mandela, everyone thought he died in jail, right?
Yeah.
And he did not.
And supposedly he did not. And then there's also like We Are the Champions, the song We Are the Champions. When it says we are the champions of the world, it doesn't end like that. Nah. And everybody always said it did. And then also Luke, Darth Vader never said, Luke, I am your father.
What does he say?
I don't really remember what it is, but it's not Luke. And I remember I am your father. I remember that clear as day. And it's not in the movie anymore. And that could have been edited out, I guess.
No.
But, you know. But he doesn't say I am your father. And it says no, Darth. See, no, Darth Vader does not say, Luke, I am your father.
No, he says, Luke, I am your. Wait, it does not say.
He doesn't.
Oh, he says Luke. He doesn't say, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father.
Yeah, no, I think he said, Luke.
Oh, yeah. Hold on here.
I am your father.
Yes.
That's what I remember. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
You know. Allie says, y'all have a good night. Be safe. Thank you for checking in with us, Allie. We're about to sign off in a couple of minutes ourselves. So have a great night, and thank you for stopping in. We appreciate you. Mandela is the Indians land on the moon. Mandela, the Indians landed on the moon. We were just having the landing on the moon conversation on the way back from the thing.
It's good to see Ray.
Ray's up. I want to give a shout out to Ray, man. That brother's been going, sometimes beyond, what they need to do or what you ever expected they would. And he's been doing that for me these last couple of days. And I just want to give you a big shout out to Ray. Diane, where you been, girl? We ain't heard from you in a minute. We missed you too. I had actually mentioned not too long ago, right, that we hadn't seen her in a while. Glad you're back. Listen, to everybody checking us out on YouTube, we love you guys for checking us out on YouTube, but you also might want to download Rumble. Rumble's just like YouTube. Download Rumble because we already got our first strike, and that was on an old episode, so we know they're going to go back and grab a couple of more strikes from us. And even if they don't go back, we're sure, even in this episode, I probably said a bunch of stuff wrong, right? I mean, even in this episode. So,
actually, you did pretty good.
I don't know. I think they might get me on the Downey thing. But
yeah.
But
here's the Rumble. Rated G podcast.
Right? Yeah. You got to go to the Rumble because they let us say whatever we want to say. And if you don't find us on YouTube, that's where we're at. And we're also on Spotify and everything else. So, yeah. But it's good to be back on YouTube though, right?
I love YouTube.
I do. I love YouTube. I hope y'all don't kick us off.
They just don't feel the same way about us.
They don't feel the same way about us. And it's changed. My mother always told me I was lovable. Cliffy, what's up, baby? Welcome back, Cliffy. Ain't seen you in a minute either, man. He says congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Diana also says congrats. Thank you.
Yeah, man, he looked good too. He looked very tall. He was he had a tall day.
I had a tall day.
Yeah, he was looking slick. Straight. He was looking slick, yo.
Had the tux on.
But you looked relaxed, man.
Yeah,
when they gave the moment for the pictures, you was wilding out, taking the pictures, having a good time.
I hammed it up for the camera, dude.
Yeah.
I love the camera on me.
Do you?
I love it. Yeah, I can work the camera.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that you're taking the most of the screen and pushing me out to the corner.
The camera loves me, baby. The camera loves me. He looks tall now. I am tall now.
He looks, he is. He's very lanky.
Yes.
Which, by the way,
if I sat up
the
straight.
night that I was tripping, I appreciated your lankiness.
Yeah.
Somehow your lankiness brought me comfort in the middle of all that fucking shit that was going on. It was crazy because I went to bring him downstairs in the elevator when we were leaving, and I went to fucking give him a pound, but I kept throwing up. I was living one of my jokes. I kept thinking I had to take a shit, but I didn't. I kept throwing up. And I don't know, like I was all right, but I just kept throwing up. And then I go to say bye to him, and I was like, ah! And then he'd be like, you all right? I'm like, I'm okay. I'll talk to you later. Ah! And I couldn't even get his hand, yo. Then I started dying laughing. It was a rough night, but it wasn't really that rough.
It wasn't. No, it was not.
It was just I was throwing up.
Right.
I don't know why. Well, I know why. It was the flip. Once I went from the mushrooms to the MDA.
MDMA.
That's what it was, just too. And I was throwing up like a madman. But then we went back to because then we took off. Remember, we took off the episode because you were like, "This is abuse." Correct. But then after that, the music was playing and it was driving me insane. So I said, "Yo, we got to put back on my down people."
Oh, you put it back on?
Yeah, and then I was able to find, because you know what happens is when you start a trip, you know, you find that
the center,
yeah, and they were centering us, yeah. You know,
it brought you back down to the right level.
Yeah, yeah. I felt like they knew what I was talking about. They understood the way I feel.
Mom, make your move. Make your move.
Stay or go.
Ah, jeez. Here we go.
What's he say? Downey, y'all make fabric softener an interesting conversation. And who? Jeff Goldblum?
I've been compared to Jeff Goldblum before. Are you talking about me?
My brother reminds me of Jeff Goldblum.
Really?
Too.
When I wear the glasses, that was one of my nicknames at one of the rehabs. I was
I
was real skinny.
Yeah,
I had the glasses.
I can see it. Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. Definitely, man.
No free butt. And pussy on your table.
Great freaking show. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, man. Sorry the cat flashed us. Stop looking. All right? When you see her coming across, I expect everybody to kind of cover the screen for a second when her butthole goes across. Okay?
It's self-censorship.
Yeah, man.
It's respect. Censor yourself.
It's respect for our mascot, Mama.
Yeah. Mama.
Yo, listen, guys. I want to thank y'all for coming. I'm upset that he's getting ready to leave. He's heading back to San Francisco. I know I'm not the only one worried about him. San Francisco's probably even worse now than when you came
when I
here.
Left. Yeah.
But I'm sure.
I'm gonna bring some fentanyl back with me though. I'm sorry, we still alive?
I'm thinking, why? What, to move, to sell? They'll rob you in a heartbeat, dude. You're just setting yourself up to get killed by some fentanyl head, you know. But safe travels back, man. Thanks. I'm glad you came back. Right? I love when he's here with me doing this. So much more fun, man. And I want to thank all you guys for coming on. You know, we go on sporadically, always crazy times, and you guys still show up for us. And man, believe me when I say I appreciate that, man. We love you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We hope you have the rest of your night is a great night. And if you're in Atlantic City, come check me out at acjokes.com. Go to acjokes.com, see where I'm playing at resorts or Tropicana. Every Monday, I'm in New York City for the midnight, not quite Tuesday show on Monday with my brother Adam Gable. And you can follow me at Gary G. Garcia, Find Brian at Brian T. Licata. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and check us out at Rated G Podcast on Instagram. Yep. And also, this is brought to you by Triple X Playground. You don't know love until you roll the dice and get fist deep into someone you love. So go check out Triple X Playground at triplexplayground.com and pick yourself up a board game of one of the best communication tools out there. Oh, that was almost a perfect read without anything, man. But, you know, check out triplexplayground.com. And if you want to support the podcast, go to briantlicata.com/shop. And grab yourself some shirts, man. We got all kinds of stuff up there. I just copied myself my Round Earth Skeptic shirt.
I got to see that too. I haven't seen that one yet.
I got it in the room. I wore it yesterday.
Okay, nice.
You got some mugs, backpacks, hats. Go check it out, man. All great quality, you know. And thanks for checking out the show, man. Until next time, man. Peace.
See you, Cliffy.
Peace, Cliffy.